Welcome to the 2023 Summit Berlin EPrix here at the Tempelhof Airport as well. Berlin, the capital of Germany as well. It's the most used venue in Formula E history. 6 races in 9 days rounded out our 2020 campaign during COVID. And now here, we're just in for a single event. It marks rounds 7 and 8 on the championship in a season that has whirlwinded around. Dennis Verline doubles, Verne, Da Costa and Evans the winners so far. Then in the early May we go to Monaco, then the country with the same flag. It's Jakarta with a double header in rounds 10 and 11 as well in Indonesia. Portland is on the 24th of June for round 12 for a double in Rome, in Italy on the 15th and 16th July. And the season rounds out in London at the XL the 29th of July and the 30th. In terms of the drivers, they arrived already this morning as well. They've been here all day. Media briefings galore as well throughout the afternoon. And the drivers are 100% ready for what is going to be a fascinating double weekend. Who knows what is going to happen right here in Berlin? It always throws up an interesting party, and it always throws up exactly the differential as to who is quick and who is not. A lot of smiles around in the paddock. And this is how the Drivers' Championship then stands coming in. 86 points to 62 to Pascal Wehrlein leading the way with 2 victories early on the season. Nick Cassidy is only 1 point back from Dennis, but Jean-Luc Verne's right up there. Thrown to the mix, Antonio Felix Da Costa, all winners so far this year, getting close. Sam Bird's only on 44, Sebastian Buemi on 42, Rene Rast on 40, Mitch Evans 39, Jake Dennis is 10th on 32. The second half of the page sees Stoffel Van Dorn on 22, De Grassi and Lotterer both equal on 18. Norman Nato on 11, the Sergio Camera on 10, 9 for Tinctum, 8 for Roland, Fenestrat 7, 3 for Mortara, Gunther, Muller and Freins, no points. In terms of the Teams Championship, Porsche lead the way there too, 144 to Envision Racing's 103, 83 to 82 between Jaguar and Penske, 2 back, Andretti on 80, 72 for McLaren, Mahindra on 26, 19 for Neo, 18 for Nissan, Maserati in the F3, and Cupra pointless this season. And this is the circuit that we are racing round as well for round 7 and 8 of the championship. There, of course, the TV tower in the centre of Berlin. And just outside the city, the Tempelhof Airport. 2.355 kilometres, 10 corners in total. And we are running the normal clockwise circuit. So it's down towards a hairpin turn 1 for a tight 2-3 chicane. Into 4 and 5 before the opportunity opens up as well for full throttle. Into turn 6, another tight hairpin past the airplane hangar as well. That is where Tatmo is located. 7 and 8, a fast sweep before another hairpin at turn 9, and then a more open hairpin at turn 10. Equals as well to end the lap on a curved start-finish straight. Start and finish exactly the same place, and a purpose-built street circuit in the middle of an airport. Who else but Formula E? Hello everybody and welcome to round 7 of the 2023 ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. We are back in Europe and we are here as well at the Berlin Tempelhof Airport as well. We've had the most races ever in Formula E history at this circuit. 6 races in 9 days as well. It's been on the calendar in every single season as well. But Berlin wasn't always here. For season 2, we went away to the city centre as well, whilst this area of the track as well was being used as well as a housing area for the migrant crisis a couple of years ago. Then, of course, it was a COVID-19 centre. We came here as well to do 9 races, all was okay, and it's a fantastic circuit to come and race at. Today, though, we have just a double header at this track as well, and on one layout. Now, in the past couple, we've been flicking around with a rotational variant as well of the circuit on Sundays. Today, though, drivers will race the same circuit, the anti-clockwise run around this track as well, the normal layout. And alongside me, Ed Hunter's not here this weekend. He's busy commentating at a karting event as well. And so joining me in the commentary box is Jess Ball. Jess, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. But I suppose it's good afternoon now where we are in the world. A fantastic qualifying. Now we're getting ready for hopefully a fantastic race for Formula E here in Berlin. Oh, Jess, I think your mic's off. Or it's me.
Again, I did it again. It's like when we started working from home during lockdown, people kept saying, you're on mute. I just done exactly that. Hopefully it'll be the last time. Well, good afternoon, everybody. The track, I would have to say this morning, had a bit of low grip due to the cooler conditions, but we did see how the track was evolving session after session. But it was nice to see Bremy on pole position. The car looked really, really comfortable all weekend long as well. Didn't go his own way, obviously, at the start of qualifying, but that's not how you sometimes need to just do enough to get into the duels, because some people may not show their true hand until they get to the quarterfinals, for example, and that's what Bremy did. And he's starting on pole with Sam Bird on the front row. I think it's going to be entertaining, of course, because the run to turn 1 could be very interesting.
Very tight hairpin. Turn 1 as well leads into 2 and 3 sort of double left-handers as well. The first sector very challenging, and as you mentioned as well, well done for Sebastian Buemi getting up there as well for pole position number 2 of the season as well in that Envision. Bird alongside him as well, putting paid to pass of what's been a tricky couple of races for him in the opening start of the season. But we've got to talk about the championship protagonists as well. Pascal Wehrlein, championship leader, didn't even make it into the duels in his part of qualifying. Wehrlein was 8th fastest in Group A. He starts down the grid in 15th position on row 8. This is going to be a mighty tough afternoon for the Porsche of Wehrlein.
Well, we've seen Pascal Wehrlein go from lower positions before, and he goes on to win the race, so it's not impossible for him. He is a really quick driver. He sometimes tends to avoid a lot of the carnage anyway, and we know he's probably a lot better in terms of race pace. I think there's quite a lot of races where he hasn't won from pole and then won the race, so the points are not usually won in qualifying, except on pole position. It's mainly won in the race, so still plenty of time to climb up as well, but he's got some fast drivers in front of him. We've got John-Eric Verne, that's also out of position, Mitch Evans as well, Gunther, and Sete Camara as well, and also Jake Dennis as well, only in P5 in the race, so we'll see what he can do starting up there as well. Van Dorn, even though he didn't make it to the finals, he had a very good qualifying, which put him pretty much the best of the rest in P3. So he's still not out of the question to win this race. He hasn't won a race all season. The only best result he's got was a pole position, but he didn't win from pole. So still possible. He's getting used to the car, isn't he? It's great to see.
One driver we've always been sort of seeing throughout the season up there as well, but falling back after qualifying into the races is Dan Ticktum. Starts second row, 4th on the grid as well. Is today his day? I mean, in front of him, it's Buemi and Envision that is capable of winning, but Buemi doesn't seem to be able to clinch it. And Sam Bird, who so far this year has had a season like a roller coaster as well at Thorpe Park. Is today's Ticktum day because he's only going to defeat Van Dorn?
Well, to be honest, Ticktum seemed pretty happy. Even though he didn't make it to the finals, he seemed pretty happy going into the semis and facing his nearest rivals as well. I think last year was a learning season for Ticktum, really. It was his first season in Formula E. The car wasn't at its best, but I think the team he is now has got a bit more of a handle of the car, and he's obviously more used to the Formula E machinery. We know that for some rookie drivers, it does take a year to get settled in, and I think with him having obviously a year of experience, that's definitely helped him do a lot better this season so far. I think already he's got scoring more points than last season, which is brilliant. It's nice to see him up there competing. He just got not get involved in too many incidents, I would say, because there's sometimes where he is known for being misdemeanor, but he can't afford that around this track.
Yeah, nicknamed, of course, as Dick Tantrum as well in many categories going forward in his career. We do have a pit reporter for us trackside this weekend as well of Jack Pickering from Formula E Zone as well. We'll be hearing from him tomorrow with interviews from this afternoon's race as well and going into qualifying. But all I do know is, well, if you want to go to the Formula E Zone website, do go there as well. Fantastic behind-the-scene coverage. I've been on their podcast many a times. Ed, of course, works there, and Pico too is trackside. The drivers just making their way to the grid out of the pit lane as well, which is great to see. We're around about 18 minutes away from crossing over to the world feed, and around about 20 minutes away from the start of the Berlin EPrix. It's a scheduled 40-lap race as well, and I'm looking forward to hearing what Pico has to get from the drivers later on. We'll hear in the pre-show for qualifying tomorrow. Now, just looking ahead as well in terms of the dual segments as well, we saw this morning, Jess, as well, typically, apart from Tickton and Buemi, in the duels, everybody who went out second had the best of the track conditions and had the best of the grip. Now, how good is it going to be, especially on the opening lap? The drivers who are starting further down the grid, they're going to be meeting best of the tyres, best grip as well going into the first corner. They'll be more ready to make overtakes than the drivers at the front. So is this an opportunity for the likes of Verline, Muller, especially Da Costa, De Grassi had a poor qualifying, Lotterer down 13th. Can they jump up in the first couple of laps, or are we going to be seeing sort of a slow burn throughout the entire race?
Well, if I were them, since the track is obviously a fun track to overtake on, I would go for it, because lap one, obviously, it's your best opportunity to do so. It's going to be a lot harder from then on because the field will be spread out a bit more, but there's going to be opportunity to save a bit of battery as well. You don't want to be using too much of your battery early on as well, so it's trying to get that compromise. Some people higher up the grid will be using up less battery just to maybe hold up their position a little bit, but they're going to have some charging cars, I think, trying to blast past as well with the extra grip. But I don't know. It could be anyone's games in that respect as well. But I think we are predicting some safety cars. I think it's quite prominent around Berlin, I have to say, with the track layout. So we'll see how many we get today. Hopefully we don't get many, because we don't want to be there too long, because Josh has got another broadcast on after this. He's a very busy man today.
And after that, I've got to go over to the ERC as well to cover the last 3 hours with Tom there as well. The race, by the way.
God.
Yeah, the ERC, I think, hang on, let me get this right, because they sent me the complete name that they want me to read out as well on air. It was somewhere, I never go. The ERC official 8 Hours of Abu Dhabi is live now, the second round of the fourth season as well. That gets underway. They've just had qualifying. The green flag will be given at 2 p.m. British summer time, so we're in about 15 minutes time for that endurance race. So there's plenty of motorsport to watch after. And Jess, I've got to ask you to plug your stream tonight, because it is a charitable stream that you're commentating on later on this evening.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, was it? How much did you raise?
After the end of the broadcast, we raised around. Our target was 250. We doubled that, and we raised about £525.
Oh, that's amazing! Well, that's fantastic. Brilliant work, Jess.
It's not
amazing,
just
everyone.
me. It's a lot of the league coming together and supporting amazing cause. It's the Mental Health Foundation. Donations are still open if anyone's interested. So yeah, I got a race later on this evening. It's around Zandvoort, and I'm absolutely dreading it. So I would have rather been in the R Factor 2 commentary box, but I'll get told off if I miss it for another event. So yeah, that's why I have to race Zandvoort. Sadly,
it's a difficult circuit to get right as well, isn't it? Okay, well, we're going to stop talking for a few minutes, because last event actually until Monaco, and then going on as well later on, we won't be hearing from Vernon Kay that much for the rest of the season, or Nikki Shields as she's going on maternity leave. But Nikki's caught up with another different type of track runner. She's on the grid.
30 under 30, what an achievement. What do you think to Formula E? What are you doing here?
I'm so excited to be here. It's my first Formula E event, so yeah, I'm really excited for the race. And I also think that it's really cool that sustainability is getting more awareness, and that Berlin is a big part of it since day one.
Yeah, it's an amazing race. We love coming to Berlin. It's been on the calendar every season in Formula E. What does it mean to the German fans to bring Formula E here?
It is amazing, because here I think it's such an amazing track here, and I'm really excited to see the race, so let's see how it goes.
Excellent. What have you been doing while you've been at the track? Have you had a little nosy around some of the garages, met any drivers?
Yeah, I met some drivers, so that was really awesome, and I think it was amazing to see how chilled they were before the race. I think that's really, really cool, and I also got the experience to drive on the track 2 times, so that was also an amazing experience. The cars are crazy fast.
Yeah, slightly different track that we have here. No hurdles or batons that you're used to.
Yeah, that's true. So it was so fast.
Excellent. Well, Alyssa, thank you so much for joining us. And Enjoy the race. Have an amazing time on the grid. It's always a good part of the day.
Yes, thank you so much.
Pleasure, thanks.
Alicia Smith there, the track athlete, and now Sebastian Buemi with...
sat on pole. Congratulations. A record-breaking number of pole positions for yourself. There's a smile on your face, which has been quite rare recent seasons, but everything's going your way now.
Yeah, it's getting better. Obviously, the last race was a bit of a bad one with the hand injury, but now starting on pole is always good. We know it's going to be tough to win, starting on pole, but I think we've learned quite a lot in the past few races on what we should do and not do. So hopefully, I'll be able to put all those learnings into action.
It's always nice to see you smiling, Seb. I know you're a very serious driver, but you're a big advocate for Formula E, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there from the beginning. I believe in the sport. I just, wanted to grow. But on the other hand, I want to win. I'm there to win.
Wrist okay?
Yeah, not too bad so far.
All right, good luck. Thank you very much. There you go, Sebastian Buemi. So let's go back and revisit Sam Bird, the Brit in the Jaguar TCS racing car. He said 2 minutes. We've given him 4. Let's see if he's going to custard pie me again.
Well, he's waiting.
Sam?
Yeah, he stopped.
Yeah, thank you very much. You said 2 minutes. We give you 4. Now you're available to chat. How are you feeling? Second on the grid.
Yeah, feeling good. Obviously, clear road ahead of me, Vernon. I think we've got a quick race car. We showed that in FP1 and FP2. So yeah, now it's just a game of strategy. We're like, what is going to happen during this race? Nobody really knows. I think I've got an idea of how it might play out, but so many variables, so many quick guys behind. Yeah.
The guy that sits on pole very rarely wins in Formula E, which means that's an open door for yourself, Sam, but it's very, very difficult to get on top of the podium in Formula E.
It is. It's not Formula Easy, is it?
Oh, there you go! There you go! Let me write that down! Sam, all the best. Congratulations. Lovely guy, Sam Bird. Another guy who has been in the championship for a very, very long time. It would be amazing if Sam, after everything that's gone on in the past few races with Jaguar, if he could get on the podium once again. Top bloke, Sam. Made it on the podium in Sao Paulo.
Okay, I don't know if they're going for an ad break. Yeah, they are going for an ad break. See, I know them so well. It's so easy. Let's take this opportunity then to look at the starting grid while we've got it open as well. Sebastian Buemi on pole position. Sam Bird is second. Row 2 sees Van Dorn and Tictum. Row 3, Dennis and Cassidy. Row 4, Sente Camera, Gunther. Row 5, Evans and Vern. Sorry. I nearly said Verstappen. Then I went for Verline as well. That's VER for you.
Wrong series.
Wrong series completely. Yep. Scrub that from the brain. It's Vern. Then we've got Mortara and Hughes on row 6, Lotterer, Rast, row 7, Verline NATO, row 8, Muller, Fenestraz, row 9, Da Costa de Grassi, row 10, and Roland Freins on row 11. Jess, you said earlier on that Van Dorn could be your picker winner. Anybody that's jumping out to you since qualifying, if you want to change your mind a little bit?
No, I'm not going to change my mind. I'm going to go with Van Dorn, but I've seen the likes of Verline and Dennis climb their way up the field, so that could be my close seconds. But I'm going to go with Van Dorn. But knowing me, my usual pick a winner sometimes tends to bin it, like I've seen in Formula 1. I know I was good in predictions in qualifying, but in terms of race predictions, I'm not so good. So Ed will probably have the advantage on me there this season.
Yeah, and I'm actually glad Ed's not in the commentary box for this, because in the Grid Network Pick a Winner Championship that they are running as well, which you can get in touch with that on Twitter at grid_ranking.com. They do the Pick a Winner hashtag, and Ed is currently joint top, I think, with Ben and Kobe Lambeth as well, and they're on 10. But how Ed keeps doing it, and I'm so frustrated, because he was getting Formula E right at the start of the year when it was only that. He was getting them up at the front of the field, and I was not, so I was not happy with him, and I'm still not. And he's still winning, and I'm not. I'm only on 7, I think, and he's on 10.
That's better than nothing.
It is, but I really, really regret choosing Fernando Alonso to win in Bahrain now. It's like, it should have been Max Verstappen. It was an obvious call. Just having a quick thing as well.
To be fair, I picked Alonso as well, so there we go.
You did, didn't you? Remember? Yeah. Although, yeah. I've got Alonso to win Baku for 100%, because it's such a fairy tale that if both Red Bulls DNF in that race, Alonso leads the title and wins. It's a win-win.
And Vettel, remember, has had a podium in Baku in the Aston Martin.
Yep, so it's capable. It is capable.
Yeah.
No one can really take the championship lead away from Verline today as well. Dennis is the closest one to do so in second, but Dennis starting 5th, Verline 15th. It would have to be tomorrow that we look for the championship to really change. 81, I think, to 68 in the championship. So realistically, it's tomorrow where we get the bigger runs as well. And I'm just pacing it out because I think we're going to throw it back down to Vernon Kay, who's down on the grid.
Temperatures rising, and with Dan Tickton on the grid here at Formula E. How are you feeling, my friend? Awesome performance in qualifying.
Yeah, as for most of the season, one lap pace has been really good. I wouldn't say I'm nervous, I'm very rarely nervous, but I think to hold position or go forward today is potentially unrealistic. Don't want to be defeatist, but you know, I'm a realistic character. Staying the points would be very positive for the team.
Right, good man, and a special day for you because you got the family with you. There you go, Matt. That's Dan's family there, all supporting him, which is great stuff. We love that, Dan. All the very best. Dan Tickton is the only driver who's got his own autograph on his hat. Hilarious. Let's go and find another Brit, Jake Dennis. Here he is, poster boy for Formula E. He's a big unit. Here he is. Hi, Jake. We chatted earlier on before we went live on the TV that you're in a great position. Just explain why you feel you're in a great position to do some damage today.
Yeah, obviously we're very energy limited this weekend, and from the FP2 running we've done, it seems that leading the race isn't the best thing to do right now. So if I can just have a clean turns 1, 2, stay way out of trouble, and then settle in for the next 35 laps, and then send it with about 3 laps to go.
Send it.
Send it.
Love that, my friend. I love it. For those who are just joining us watching Formula E for the very first time, just give us quickly some significant differences between this and any other racing series.
Well, obviously we've got a battery behind us, but I think the biggest thing for Formula E is that we don't actually have enough energy to finish the race. That's really the most crucial thing from Formula E. So we have the technology and the smart people behind the computer screens to come up with all these ideas of how we actually recharge the battery while we're driving, and it's up to the driver to come up with a perfect technique, and obviously the engineer to give us the right valuable information to finish the race. And best person who does that the most efficiently wins. So, and this is going to highlight who's got the best powertrain. So yeah, it's going to be a really exciting race. Lots of overtaking, and yeah, elbows out for the last sort of 5 or 6 laps.
All right, you go do your thing, my friend. There you go, Jake Dennis. Just give the audience one last look at Jake Dennis before he puts his helmet on. Jake, smile at the camera. There he is. There he is. He's a walking Athena poster, that boy. Right, let's go over to Karun, who's with Stoffel van Dorn, our current reigning champion.
Nice hat. What's going on here?
Traditions.
What's the tradition?
Well, I just wear the hat and then I just try and follow up with a good result.
Okay, what is a good result? Because we saw in Sao Paulo, nobody wanted to lead that race, especially you, starting from pole. You're starting 3rd today, so is that going to be better until the last lap?
Well, you'd wish to think. It's still going to be quite an interesting race. I think, the first couple of laps again are going to be quite challenging. People are not going to want to lead the race, but at the same time, you got to stay out of trouble and you don't want to get tangled up. So it's a tough balance to make, but I think we're in a good place, and hopefully we can race a little bit better than Sao Paulo.
And efficiency-wise, are you looking more against the 2 Jags ahead of you, or what about people like Jake right behind you on the grid?
Well, I hope my fight is going to be with Sam and with Seb in front of me. So definitely there will be some strategic battles out there. But yeah, I hope I can make their life difficult.
All right, good luck. Cheers.
Well, one driver hoping to continue the momentum from Sao Paulo with that epic win for Jaguar TCS Racing is Mitch Evans. Mitch, a slightly different story today. It's going to be a bit of a battle on your hands. We're starting down in P9.
Yeah, I look at it in 2 ways. One, I need to find a bit of pace. I've just been struggling a touch, just enough to not make it into the duels. It's always a way here for me. I just can't quite crack it. But look, we're in the hunt. The car's efficient. Starting within the top 10, honestly, in these races doesn't really matter. That's all that matters, actually, that you're in the top 10. So being P9 is actually, I'm not too worried about it. I just need to find a little bit of car speed to feel a bit more comfortable. If I can do that, I think I'll be in good shape.
So have you made many changes to the car since qualifying to get the setup right?
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Any secrets that you want to share with a couple of people?
I think I went in the wrong direction personally on my car for qualifying. So I'm coming back on that, and hopefully it's made it a little bit faster.
Can we see you and Sam Bird on the podium again? He's up front.
It'd be great. Yeah, obviously, all the Jaguars are in the top 4. Sorry, in the top 10. The 2 guys, with Sam and Seb at the front. who knows? You know, Sam started P10 in the last race, and I saw him in the last few laps, and I qualified in P3. So I'm hoping to join them at some point. I just don't know when.
Yeah, well, we never really know what's happened, but fingers crossed another podium for you. Thanks very much, Mitch Evans.
Karun, it's interesting that we've got two veterans of Formula E up at the front, Sam Bird and Sebastian Buemi.
Well, they've started on this bit of concrete 16 times before, so they know their way around here. I think they've also got that mutual respect. I think on the opening lap, you've got to give each other room. It gets pretty tight after you get to the apex of turn 2 and around 3, so they'll give each other room, and Stoffel, obviously, the reigning champion there, ready to pounce if they do get in a bit of a tussle.
It's a really exciting race ahead of us, and the temperature just keeps going up and up and up. Berlin never, ever disappoints. I mean, it is a unique circuit. Some drivers like it, like we said. Some drivers absolutely hate it. But what it does do is bring drama.
Well, and there's plenty of overtaking opportunities. It's quite tricky for energy as well. So the drivers are really going to have to manage that. And obviously, they don't know what their energy levels are like until we in TV world give them the information. So, yeah, Jack and Alan have the power.
Oh, I cannot wait. Karun, thank you so much. That was a really entertaining grid walk. Enjoyed that. All right, here we go. This is the Berlin EPrix.
Formula E returns to its longest-serving race circuit. We are back in Berlin. The race stage is set at Tempelhof Airport. Are you ready to be electrified? As we approach the halfway point of Season 9.
Boys, what have we just done?
Yes!
Congrats, everybody.
You did it, mate! Whoa! Well done! And we go green in Berlin!
Ready to be electrified as well? It sounds like you're going to be assimilated by the Borg in Star Trek. Okay, we are moments away from all the action getting underway as well. We've opened up the usual commentary screen now as well. Just palpitations starting to come in now as well. Everyone gets a bit nervous. It's not the same as in Formula 1 where we hear the engines revving with the 5 lights. You get the tension around the side, but it is instant acceleration, and it's more dramatic a start than in Formula 1.
Yeah, because they've got to think about their batteries, as Jake Dennis was talking about as well. And obviously, since the cars are electric as well, they've got to think about how they can recharge it as well. And it's about nailing the start as well. Really, they don't have that much chance to get themselves in the groove. It's just pretty much hands-on as well. And it's interesting to see that Jake Dennis thinks he's in a good position. I think he is. He's starting in the mid-pack, P5 as well. He thinks he can get past a few cars into turn 1. I'm seeing him as an optimistic person right now, which I like.
Here we go then. It's the 7th round of the season, and it's time for Formula E to get underway in Berlin. Well, this is a race like no other. We're at the scene of the Berlin Tempelhof Airport as well, where we had the Berlin airdrops. A crucial part in the war stage as well, this airport. And now history gets made in another way. An airport built for war now has a different type. The drivers battling out at the midway point of Season 9 of ABB FIA Formula E's World Championship. And it is completely different. This is the layout we're going to be using today and tomorrow. It's a total of 2.355 kilometers, 10 turns. Attack mode is down at turn 6 on the hairpin. You can see it identified on your monitors as well. Turn 1, a long sweeping hairpin left-hander followed by 2 tight rights. Turn 6, again, another left-hander that sweeps back in on the inside where attack mode is. 9 and 10 back up on into each other as well. A good opportunity for overtaking as well. But this track does help a lot with providing great racing. Here's the starting grid then, from back to front. Row 11 of the grid sees Oliver Rowland. Alongside him is Robin Frines. Row 10, Degrassi starts 20th, 19th for Antonio Felix da Costa. 18th on the grid, then we'll see Sasha Fenestras. Nico Muller is in 17th position. 16th on the grid, we see Norman Nato and Pascal Wehrlein, our championship leader, so far back down. Then we'll see Rene Rast 14th with Andre Lottery in 13th position. 12th on the grid for Jake Hughes, and Eduardo Mortara is 11th. 10th on the grid in row 5, we see Jean-Eric Verne alongside Mitch Evans as well in the Jaguar. 8th on the grid, we'll see Max Gunther and Sergio Sette Camera as well. Great job from the Neos to be so high. There's more coming though, because Nick Cassidy 6th, Jake Dennis is in 5th. Didn't make it to the duels, but just Cupids out of the semi-finals. Dan Ticktum is in 4th for the Neo as well. Great qualifying for them. Stoffel Van Dorn is 3rd. Front row though, oh how like season 1. Sam Bird is 2nd with Sebastian Buemi on pole for the 16th time and a record in Formula E. Alongside me in the commentary box today is Jess Ball. Jess, good afternoon. Sun in Berlin, bright open circuit. We're in an airport and we're ready to do some flying.
We're ready for some racing and we're going throwback to season 1. I love it with the likes of Sam Bird and Sebastian Buemi. Let's see if they can hold their nerve in the start, and we are about to go underway. The crowd is ready. We're ready. I hope you in the chat are ready.
15 seconds to go until they'll move away from the dummy grid. Formula E have also built up their music after fans complained that it wasn't tense enough. You can hear the engines as well. The battery motors starting to churn in the background of mine and Jess's commentary as well as they roll away from the dummy grid to the main grid. 2 rows is enough for a quick burnout of the tyres to make sure you've got something at the back heated up as well. Van Dorn's got the inside line on Bird. Bird's got to cut across Buemi as soon as the lights go out. Buemi's been on pole here 3 times in Berlin now. He knows the score. And turn 1, Jess, is very, very tricky. And of course, we'll be waiting for the lights to go out because the smoke's got to clear.
Yeah, that is interesting actually, that there's a lot of smoke on the grid. I don't know how those drivers are going to see, but yeah, it's a way to warm up the tyres just so they can get a good start. Verline starting 15th. He's got a lot of work to do as well. Lucas Di Grassi, Formula E legend. I'll let you start. Sorry.
Green flags in the back, but they haven't activated the lights just yet, which is an interesting feat. Well, we've got 40 laps ahead of us, plus more. 3 lights, 4, now 5. Blast off in Berlin. Great start from Van Dorn, but Buemi's going to lose out. Look at Van Dorn. He had to back out of it. And Dan Ticktum right round the outside into 2nd position. He's going to go for the lead. He'll have the inside into 2 and 3. Buemi's going to give him enough room as possible as well. And Dan Ticktum brilliantly takes the lead from 4th to 1st by 4 turn 1. Hughes and Rast making up positions. Mortara's down to 15th. Great start, Jess, from Dan Ticktum.
What a start from him. He just lit the stamp and sent it. He was having his confident self in the paddock as well. And I have to say, a few people losing positions. Dennis down to 6th position as well as they're past the attack mode, but they can't use it just yet as well. And it's great to see someone that you don't usually see at the front managing to get to the lead. But he got a tow from the car behind, so obviously it's Van Dorn in effect. I would assume Van Dorn was going to go for it, but I don't know why he didn't go for it, whereas Dan Ticktum did. So, oh, there's a bit of damage, it looks like.
Verne was going out wide, and now he's going to be under pressure from Muller around the outside, but Verline also looked like he's got some damage on the front wing on that onboard camera. Lap 2 already. Ticktum leads. Buemi 2nd. Bird is 3rd as the timing tower jingles like it's 1970s. And look at Bird. He's so far behind. This is what we keep seeing from that Envision with Buemi. It has poor starts. We should have expected that. I forgot that this start is not good. And now he's really capitalising with a slow moving. This Neo could get away. Neo looking for their first win since season 2.
That is a long break, to be honest, to go without a win, and I have to say, this is our 9th season in Formula E, and obviously that team has had its struggles, as we got a moving car in the background, and we got
it was Verne trying to go by Rast. Ticktum's been told to control the energy a bit more as well, and Bird is right in the back. So look at this. This is Buemi now creating the tow. Bird's right there to capitalise. On board with Jean-Eric Verne. He's now right behind the two McLarens, who made a great start. Hughes and Rast. Hughes started 12th. Rast started 14th, and now 11th and 12th. Good start from them. Ticktum continuing to lead. The gap across the line is 0.669, and Dan Ticktum would very much have a giggle with that as they come in towards turn 1. And now the top 3 close together again. Let's take a replay of the start. To you, Jess.
So we'll see Dan Tittum, who was in 4th, and look at the toe that he has got as well. Van Dorn almost took advantage, but he backed off. He goes right round the outside, absolutely perfect. Brilliant respect from both the drivers as well. I can see 3 people at the back were just keeping it a little bit cautious, which I was a bit surprised about. I thought they were going to take a lot of risks for the start. I think this is Dan Tittum we're on board with at the moment. So he's going to take the right-hand side in towards turn number 1, and not many people have had best starts than him, so he's going to keep that line heading through 2 and 3. It's very, very windy, this part of the circuit, so it can be quite tricky as well. Some people are already using their attack mode as Bird. Bird's in the lead, so we missed Bird going for the lead. Brumy's down to 4th.
Yeah, they've taken the attack mode, and so's Tictum. So.
Oh yeah. I forgot about attack mode.
So Bird has taken the lead. Tictum and Boemi and Van Dorn and Degrassi, they've all taken a single minute of attack mode, meaning they are on attack mode 1, which is to use 1 minute now, 3 minutes in the second attack, as Van Dorn getting past Sergio Sette Camera, and this is the overtake for the lead. So look, Tictum's going to take it, so is Boemi, and Bird's going to slip to the inside to go through, and yeah, they all hit it. Van Dorn too. They're the 3 to take it.
Oh my goodness.
That's Vern trying to dive through the inside, and he must have got through, and so must have Mortar, because Rast is down into 14th place. So Vern 12th, Mortar 13th, as Tictum tries to defend from Gunther, as now Bird takes attack mode, so does Gunther, and back to the lead we go, as that's Van Dorn passing Cassidy up the position as well for 6th position. It's all changed as they've taken a single minute again. Tictum leads.
Yes, we can see who's taking the attack mode and who's not at the moment, but Robin Bryant was under investigation for speeding in the dummy grid, and Tictum Team Radio again.
Tictum wants to use 3 minutes straight away. He wants to get the attack mode more. Yeah, good spot, as Evans is under pressure as well from Sergio Sette Camera. But yeah, look at that, speeding to the dummy grid. How do you do that? The dummy grid is 2 spots away, so he must have been on the way.
Exactly. I don't get it, but it's gone out of race control, so I assume it's fine.
Well, I'll keep an eye on that. Oh, Tictum.
To get a gap, but I think it's the right thing to do.
Tictum saying to Neo, I want to use the 3 minutes. I want to get a gap at the front. I think it's the right thing to do. That's an extreme risk, Jess, though, this early in the race to use all your attack mode. There could be a safety car later on.
Yeah, I wouldn't have used the 3 minutes straight away, but we got Degrassi that was using his a 3 minute attack mode straight away.
He's going to do it. He's done it. They've done it. Yeah, through goes Tictum and Boemi. And they're going to come out right in the middle of Gunther and Van Dorn. Bird takes the lead. Dennis is up into 2nd position. Gunther's got 4th, but now Tictum and Boemi have got to get past everybody else. And look, Boemi's already dealt with Gunther coming to the escapers. Up the inside, Van Dorn trying to go run from Gunther. Side by side at turn 9, and through he goes. And behind, Evans and Sette Camera making a battle together. Don't think that position changed. And Degrassi's taken the 3 minutes, as you said, Jess, and Roland's on a minute of attack mode. But Roland started 21st, is down to 22nd place. Bad weekend for Oliver. Of course, he started bad in practice 1 with having a brake failure as well and causing a red flag.
He's around about a second slower than his main rivals, which is very frustrating. And let's have a look at Van Dorn then. So what is he up to? I think he's going to try and do the overtake, it looks like, that we didn't see.
Yeah, on
so
the
right-hand side he goes. Almost making a bit of contact there, but he does make the move. So good job from him. And reactions from the garage, well, there's not much. Someone's using the attack mode. That is Jake and Sam Bird. He's using the 3 minutes. Jake Dennis using 1 minute. We've got Tictum that's got 1 minute and 43 seconds to go. Same as Bromley, so they're back in P1 and P2. So Sam Bird trying to capitalise on the leaders, which is fair enough as well. We've got Jay Dennis almost trying to go for the move on Gunther. Can he do it around the left-hand side? He does not. He stays behind for now. And don't forget, you have to use it. What's the penalty for not using all of your attack mode?
A disqualification.
Oh, Dennis Team Radio.
Gunther, Sierra 1. Clear Gunther, Sierra 1.
Claire Gunther, Delta Sierra 1 is the call. He's going for it now on the run in towards turn 1 with only 18 seconds left of attack mode. Dennis passes Gunther. Meantime, further back, the Maserati and Mortara up the inside of Andre Lotta, barging his way through at turn number 1 hairpin. He progresses up the field into 10th position. Tictum leads, Boemi 2nd. They've got a minute left of attack mode, but Bird has taken his final 3 minutes. He's got 2 of those left, and Dennis is now out of attack mode too. Interesting enough that Bird has decided, okay, you play your game. same. I'll do it too, and then we can all run out of energy together and be literally chicken meat for the ones behind. Is up the inside again. Well, we'll try and work out with the time screens. It's Mortara passing Evans for 9th.
There's Jake Dennis's replay then as well. Who's that? Is that Gunther he's battling?
Yeah.
It looks like it. So he goes down the left-hand side. That's, I believe, to turn 1 and 2. And he gets the job done there. So Dennis up into 5th place. Tictum, we've got the last 10 seconds to go. And I think when we can't get past Tictum, because they're both using their attack mode, this could be Sam's chance. Sam's got another minute left.
So all cars ahead except Van Dorn are in their 2nd attack.
So that's...
Oh, we've lost Jess with a bit of a power failure. Hopefully we'll get it back in a second. There's all sorts of chaos going on in the midfield as well. Trying to get through on each other as well. A little bit of drama, a little bit of battling. We've got Jess back as well. A little bit of a power glitch as they come back through. Look, side by side, that's the Neo. So that is going to be Sergio Sete Camera under attack from Mortara. Tictum.
I'm trying to under-consume, but I'm only under-consuming a bit. I'm sure they're under-consuming more than I am.
Bird's not happy with it. We've got Carnage coming on the inside line, going around the outside. Cassidy taking attack mode. Carnage coming through in the mid half of the track as well. 3 wide coming into turn 9 and 10 on the inside. Hughes, Cassidy, Verline, Lotto, DaCosta all battling together. This is unbelievable, Jess. They're all side by side and nobody can get anything because on the inside, Van Dorn goes for 3rd position, passing Boemi. Tictum leads, but now here comes Bird behind.
He's got 15 seconds. He's got to make the move done now, otherwise he's going to be out of attack mode.
Can he do it? He's going to do it. He's going to have it easy, isn't he?
Well, we'll see. Heading towards turn 1. He's got 3, 2, 1.
He's going to go for it.
Perfect.
Late on the brakes. Tictum's going to have to just do the cutback. Bird takes the lead. Here on lap 9, we've had 7 lead changes already. Amazing stuff that we are going to have here in this race. Now they are both. Now, Bird, Tictum, and Boemi all out of attack mode, so they're going to be costing it late in the race if we have a safety car, but I don't think that's going to matter, Jess. We're pack racing in Berlin. If a safety car comes, it's not going to matter.
Okay, let's sit there. Foxtrot Bird.
Just sit there is the call as the 2 Maseratis! But where did that happen? Van Dorn's up to P2 and Mortara and Gunther having a bit of contact. Gunther's lost a front wing end plate there. Look, it's flapping around. So Gunther's wing has been broken by the back of Mortara. Look, it's floating everywhere. Look, it's thrown off in the middle of the track. Everyone trying to avoid it. Evans up the inside at turn 9. And there goes Vern, passing Sergio Sete Camera as well. This is an insane Formula E race. You don't know where to look for the action. Gen 3 pack race is going well. Right round the outside. Oh, there's contact, and off goes the front wing in the middle of the pack. That'll have to be a safety car.
Is that Vern?
I think it's Gunther. Look, he's going everywhere. He's got a punch, I think, coming in down the straight. He's having to go everywhere to defend. He's going to lose a massive amount of downforce. Up the inside comes Verline. He's going to get out of Andre Lotterer. And then what? Is it Sete Camera? We're trying to find out off the off-board camera. I think it's Gunther. Well, having a look.
It might be Sete Camera, actually. I'm not entirely sure.
Where is he? Where's the field? Yes, it's Sergio Sete Camera. Yeah, look, it's all over the place.
Attack now.
Mortara going for attack mode. I don't think that's wise. We're going to have a safety car with the amount of debris that leading on this track as well. Black and orange flag is coming out as well. And that was Bird.
It's attack mode.
He was going for it, and then remembered he hasn't got any left. He's just given the position to Van Dorn. Van Dorn leads the race. What was that for Bird?
Pick a winner doing well.
Van Dorn leads as all hell breaks loose once again. And on the inside, Tictum now going for defending positions against Boemi. Now Dennis is involved in there too. Mortara hasn't used any of his attack mode yet. In fact, neither's half the field. As round, there goes Hughes. He's on the inside of Verline. Verline gets the accelerator. Coming out of turn 9. What an insane race. 11 laps with the 40 complete. And we are pack racing.
Flag.
Oh, where's this then? Is this, well, that's Dennis into turn 1. Where's that? It must be for debris. Turn 1. So that's where we are now. Well, who stopped at turn 1? There's contact. 2 cars off. It is the 9 and the 15. Sorry, it's the 3 and the 15. So it's Sergio Sete Camera and Rene Rast. They've made contact. Well, that's Sergio Sete Camera. We'll get a, sure, he should have come into the pit lane for that. Rast now lost a front wing too. This might have to be a safety car.
That's got to be a safety car. If it's not a safety car, then I don't know what's gone on. But I've just looked at the attack mode. Van Dorn has still got 3 minutes to use left, so this will be perfect for them to use attack mode if there's a safety car.
track surface slippery at turn 1. Yeah, you can tell that again because there is literally a giant front. Wait, what is going on? Buemi, Bird, Evans, Gunther, all side by side. Mortara leads. Mortara's got the inside line. Buemi on the inside is going to tap the back of TikTok. Well, we've got to keep...
They not meant to overtake at that point, or is it a different sense that the yellow flag was running?
It's now. It's down the start finish into turn 1. There's no overtaking.
Okay.
Oh, tell Evans that. He's going to go through on Bird, and there's overtaking in a yellow flag zone. There'll be investigations after this. We've got cars side by side in a yellow flag zone. Well, there's no overtaking them. They might argue it's pack racing, but that's at least... What? Vern, Gunther, Bird, Evans under investigation. It's turn 1. They were all passing, and it's still yellow flag. And Sergio said...
I was very confused.
Well, this race is just insane. Da Costa's passed Lotto. Rast is into the pit lane for a new front wing, but that'll put him a lap down. Mortara and Vern take attack mode. Dennis takes the lead of the race from 5th on the grid. Safety car deployed. No!
Van Dorn's used it at the wrong time.
And he's used 3 minutes, Jess. He's used all 3 minutes. Unbelievable. The safety car came at the wrong time.
I don't get why he did it. Surely he should have used saw the debris on the track and think no. Or maybe they told the team. That is annoying. Absolutely annoying for Van Dorn. That's just bad luck. Good news for Mortara though. He's still got 3 minutes left. Well, he can still use attack mode. Jake Dennis, by the way, is leading.
What?
And there's the FIA safety car.
Dennis started 15th in this race, now leads. Mortara
No,
is
he
second.
didn't. He started 5th.
Sorry, 5th. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking about Mortara, who started 11th at the race, now second. And
Fairline started 15th.
Oh, I'm going to have to go for a sec because there's a wasp. Jess.
Okay, there's a wasp in Josh's household, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. That was, I think, the incident with Sergio Setecamera then that lost a bit of his front wing. So they have to come in. Oh, that is a shame for Van Dorn. I wonder who's got attack mode left. Oh, you're back. Good. So Evans still needs to use his attack mode. So same as John Everton. Gunther's got 3 minutes. Verline's got all of his left still to use. Cassidy's got 3 minutes. Da Costa, Lotra, Hughes, Nato, Muller and Venestrad all got 4 minutes left. Sete Camera's got 3 minutes. And Rast down in last has got 4 minutes. Everybody else is either using it right now, like Van Dorn, or it's got none. So this could be huge for Jake Dennis and Mortara at the moment.
Well, we said about safety cars, and this is what pack racing represents. Look at the amount of damaged front wings we're seeing in this field. Everyone's got a bit of bump and a bit of loss of front wing as well. This is Rene Rast, and this is how he made contact with the back of Sergio Setecamera. So where is Sergio? We're looking further back in the field. There's one. There we go. So, it's Rast who just taps into the side of Setecamera, and Setecamera without that front wing easily went spinning.
That is interesting, to say the least, and that's why he's in last place at the moment. But I think he got away with that lucky. Oh no!
Oh, and then
he must have missed his braking zone. That's definitely a penalty for Rast. I'm sorry.
He's 20th at the moment, 22nd, sorry, in this race at the moment. He's joined to the back of the pack. Van Dorn is now out of attack mode, by the way, Jess. So his 3 minutes are gone. Don't forget though, added laps. For every, so what is it? If it's 3 minutes under a safety car, you get 1 lap. If it's 3:59 to 11, you get 2. So there's a load to go through there and categorise as well. But the safety car is out. Let's hear from Jake Dennis. He's on the radio.
So we're looking very strong on energy, mate. Okay, consider Helsinki at the restart. Okay.
Helsinki approach. Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was.
That must be just go for it. I don't know. They're using strategy
or lick the
now.
stamp and send it. I don't know.
Hello to fans waving in the grandstands. I know many people are
Well,
watching.
we don't want to see the fans. We want to see the cars.
There they go. From the grandstand as well. That's a good one. That, by the way, everybody, is a drone camera. It's not a wire camera. That is a drone camera. You are watching, if you're watching along with us. They're experimenting it this weekend in Berlin. As MotoGP have had a successful introduction with them as well. Better than Formula One's, though, where it looks like you're recording it on an iPhone 3. Safety car in this lap.
Interestingly enough, that everyone's been saving their battery, apart from Mortara and Ticton, now on 69. Vern's on 69 as well. A lot of people on 69% battery, so Jake Dennis is going to be controlling the field from this restart. We will see. He's going to have the disadvantage of not having the toe, so watch for Buremi, watch for Ticton once again. He had a good launch from, don't forget, fourth on the grid, but he's still got to save his battery, sorry.
Really changed, got a lot weaker.
Apparently something's changed, it's got a lot weaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lead changes already in this race. We've had 11 laps of racing. Might need some bigger paper for my commentary notes going forward. Ready to go green again. The race will be extended, remember, at the end of the race. So we race until lap 40, then we'll get added time. Green flag again in Berlin. Dennis has got a great restart, and the Helsinki approach now begins as we head down towards turn 1. Buemi, Ticton, Van Dorn, Bird, all out Freins, Degrassi, Roland, all out of attack mode. Everybody else, even with 3 or 4 minutes to go, Jess, they are literally now, this is going to be a super race. And we're only 15 laps in.
My mum and dad are big fans of Formula E, and they don't usually watch Formula E until like a few days after. They will love this strategy, but they'll be gutted obviously about Van Dorn as well. But you can see that Mortara is catching ever so slightly, but Jay Dennis, Helsinki approach.
Whoa!
So is that Van Dorn or
yeah.
Vern?
Van Dorn up the inside of Ticton and shutting the door at the exit. So Van Dorn's getting on with it. He's got the Helsinki approach.
Yeah, Van Dorn's up to 4. His next target now is Buremi, who's in 3rd position. Him having the attack mode gone now may not have helped him, but we've got Sam Evans versus the two. No, that's not Sam Evans, is it?
Bird
Mitch Evans, not Sam Evans.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry, that was a Murray Walkerism for you there, Jess. Evans up to 5th, Ticton down to 6th. Bird now right behind him in 7th as well. Fastest lap there to Jake Dennis, 108.725. I have to bend down to see that monitor there on the commentary. Bird's up to 6th.
I was thinking of Glee. That's probably
Sam
what
Evans,
I was
yeah.
thinking. Sam Evans is in Glee. But anyway, Mitch Evans, Sam Bird. There we go.
I did think Sam Evans when you said it. I was thinking of Glee. So at least I've got the right series. That's new for me. I usually get it wrong. Anyway, Dennis Radio again.
Dennis.
Let's get back in the toe, mate. I'm over-consuming.
Solar's on the radar.
So Dennis saying, I want to get back in the toe. I don't want to be out.
And Dennis is now going to get back in that toe over the radio. He's taken attack mode and 3-4 minutes of it. So he wants to be joining the party. Comes out alongside Mitch Evans and almost got whacked for the party as well. Mortara leads.
Mortara leads from Buremi, but Dennis took advantage. I'm surprised Mortara didn't go for it, but I wonder if he'll go for it next lap to have that advantage. I believe that is Ticton on someone, or it might be someone else on someone.
No, you're right.
No, it's Mitch Evans. Mitch Evans is up to 3rd. Oh, it's Van Dorn as well on the inside. And
pictures
are gone.
Pictures gone. We've lost pictures up in the commentary box. That's always handy as well. Down towards turn 1 though. Can't tell you what's happening. Yes, I can. I've got pictures. I'll get Jess's back shortly as well. Dennis up into the 4th position. Buremi still 3rd. I think they might have reorganised themselves though. Yeah, Dennis into 3rd. Buremi 4th as well. As they come through on the TV pictures now as well. We'll get them back operational as we get access as well. Internet being a bit tricky there with data. Dennis has taken it. He's back up into 3rd position. Buremi down to 4th. Here's Mitch Evans.
Let's go with Mortara. Let's go.
And that's the...
Let's go with Mortara as Gunther does the Hail Mary to get past Van Dorn. Mortara takes attack mode. Evans takes the lead for the first time. So he's good in double headers. Rome last year, he did the double. Can he do a double here in Berlin? It's going to be very unpredictable. But Mortara...
Did he do it in London as well?
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, he did it in London. I forgot about that. I wasn't doing race 2, you see. I forgot that. I wasn't commentating race 2 last year. Oh, little tap of the wind there from Muller on the back of NATO, coming into 15th, 16th. Cassidy's past Verline. Half the field. Evans has not used one attack mode, Jess. He's still got 4 minutes, and he's leading this race. That just proves how much of a pack race we've got.
They're all pretty much on the same train, apart from obviously Vastu's a lap down. And I believe, I'm just trying to see who that was. That's Buremi on the back of Mortara, who's using attack mode. And I think Buremi's going to be in a spot of bother because Bird's still got to use it as well.
Yeah.
What's happening with Van Dorn then? That's Jake.
This is what we missed. Yeah, this is what we missed. So Van Dorn got swamped by Dennis, Buremi, and Evans. No, that's Bird, isn't it? In 10, yeah. So that's what we had, and that's what we lost. Oh, Evans, hang on. Why is he just taking it again? Evans takes attack mode, Dennis takes the lead again, but on the inside was Boemi. I'm confused, because did we just see him take it? Must have missed it. So, unless there's a replay, but Dennis leads, Mortara second.
Oh, no, it was Mortara that took it, not Evans.
Oh, bit of a mess there. Gunther goes up the inside, and Bird's been pushed out. Evans stays into 4th, but Bird's down to 6th position. Dennis now leading, didn't want to be leading. Oh, God, no, there was contact. There's somebody hit the back. I didn't see. The pictures have gone off again in the commentary box, and there is contact. Oh, no, one of them's round. I wish I could tell you who, but the TV pictures have died on us, and I believe it's Mortara who's been spun round as well. And I believe Sasha Fenestras, Dennis leads, Mortara coming on the inside as well. TV pictures really fading at the wrong time, so apologies for this. It just keeps dying on us. We can't seem to get main TV pictures up as well. Jess, if you've got YouTube, you can take over.
I'm trying to get YouTube at the moment, but I'm not ahead on pictures at the moment. It's still on 2 minutes. Raz got a 5-second time penalty. He called the collision.
Oh, sorry, Boemi's up the inside as Cassidy takes the attempt. Boemi takes the lead. Dennis second. Gunther into 3rd position. Mortara's down to 5th. And now Dennis, it's cut out again. We're trying to get the pictures sorted, but it keeps dying on us. So it's really close stuff at the moment, Jess.
I've got an idea. Hang on a second.
Really close, really dramatic stuff going on here at the moment in the Berlin EPrix. But it's Boemi leading, Gunther second, Dennis down into 4th position. Evans is in 3rd, Gunther's going for the lead. Gunther takes the lead. Gunther leads, and there is no further investigation, but Gunther leads the race. Oh, brilliant, Jess. Gunther leads here in Berlin as we try and get everything sorted, coming in as well on the inside of the track angle. As yet, we lost pictures again up here in the comms box, but fantastic racing so far. Dennis in the lead of the race. I'll hand over to you.
Yeah, luckily, hopefully you can see my screen now, Josh, so you can see the pictures. No audio, though, unfortunately, because yellow flag.
Oh, well, who's off? Who's gone off? Who's missed it?
Tictum.
Dan Tictum is off. And he's hit the wall! And Van Dorn too! This'll have to be a red flag! There is 3 cars involved in a huge accident here in Berlin! Van Dorn has gone over the top, and this will have to bring out the red flag, that is for sure!
That's got to be a red flag. That's got to be a red flag. Safety car!
Well, I'm quite surprised they haven't stopped the race here, Jess. There must have been an aerial accident to cause that amount of carnage.
That was a shock. I would like to see a replay of that, actually.
I would. That was what a chaotic race. Well, if they cover it under safety car, it would be amazing, but surely they're going to have to stop this. I can't see why they would. There's a lot of debris now on the track, and a red flag is the natural option. Safety car there is out again. And that scuppers Gunther and DeCosta and several others, Jess, who were on full power laps.
They were on attack mode as well, so Van Dorn was screwed, and now everyone else is screwed. So there we go. We're not going to get the attack mode we're expecting at the end.
Well,
bless you.
Sorry. The good thing is, Jess, that me and you are on the same TV pictures now, so if you keep that open, you'll be on the same. Unfortunately, we've lost track access. Tictum is out of the race then as well. So hopefully my TV pictures won't go off anymore, and I can get Jess back on us. Here's the replay. Talk us through it.
So, there's Van Dorn then, trying to, I think both of them made contact.
Yeah.
So Tictum's made contact with the car in front.
Oh, 2 into the wall. My goodness me.
And Van Dorn hit Tictum again.
Again. 2 for the price of 1. Well,
I think, but wait.
Radio.
He just completely drives me into the wall.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, sorry, Jess. He just completely drives me into the bleeping wall, was his statement there. Right, we've got Jess back up as well in the comms box, as well as I will now reconnect my bus mixer as well. Oh, hang on a minute. And now I know why. I've just pulled out my internet cable. Wasn't that a genius move? So safety car out at the moment. No sign of the red flag, but surely they must do so with the amount of debris we've got out here on the track right now as well. It wouldn't surprise me if the races get stopped. Hello, Jess. Sorry about that. I've pulled out the wrong cable. They're doing their clean-up job, but they might not need to stop this, you know, if they've got it.
Yeah, actually, you saw Tictum was able to get the car, I think, off the track.
Yeah.
Neither was Van Dorn. They're having a heated conversation, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I can hear myself.
Oh, is it working? Can you hear me clearly? Lovely.
I can hear myself. That was very odd. No, it's fine now, obviously.
Fab. And we've got the same TV pictures finally. Okay, so that was close. So it just don't know
Do you
what's
want me to stop sharing now?
No. You keep that on in case I lose TV pictures. Let's have a look from Tictum.
Okay.
They've rewound the image. So this is Tictum on the inside, I presume. And he's going to make contact, isn't he?
Oh.
Does he get a shot from the back? Oh, he just drives Van Dorn into the wall. And then both of them out. Oh, it's 3 hits for Tictum. That's bad. Oh, if you want to... Oh, Jess? Oh, I think they...
That's gutting.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the 2 drivers we were expecting to do well.
If you want to stop your stream, by the way, you can do, because I think it's causing a few bugging issues on our side. As long as we've got the same...
I will stop sharing.
We've got the same pictures for now, and then we'll just fix the problems tomorrow. That keeps cropping up as well in this race. So we're under the safety car. No red flag at the moment. I'm looking at Jay Penske. Are you, Jess? Oh, is this working? No sign of a red flag, though, at the moment. They're just going really slow. Jess, can you hear me? Is it working? Okay, I might have lost Jess there for a moment. As we get it back. I'll just pop back in. Jess, can you hear me? Okay, well, Cassidy's into the pit lane. He's gone right to the back as well. Let's take a replay of the motion at the moment. This is Tictum early on in the lap, and there was more debris. So he picked up more debris and got hit by Cassidy. Oh, and Tictum's front wing was gone on Cassidy, and Cassidy's got a broken rear flap. So that's why Cassidy was dropping down the order. So it's just all getting into a mess at the moment here as we try and sort things out up here in the commentary box as well. Jack Nicholls and Alan McNish.
There it was again, another view of it.
Well, that's the damage to the Maserati of Gunter, and that's where I think that came from. This is the problem though, Jack, because they're all trying to go after you, nobody wants to lead. They're kind of tripping over each other. In a flat-out race, there'll be less incidents in a bizarre way, because everybody's focused on just going forward, where now they're driving forward but looking very much in their mirrors.
Safety car in this lap.
car.
Safety car is in this lap, so hopefully I should be able to join the commentary box now. On Discord won't throw me out. I'm trying to get in, it won't let me, so hopefully it'll work. I think I need to restart. No, hang on. There I am. Oh, bang, bang. Hello. Okay, so Discord's crashed on us at the moment in the commentary box, but this is the lead change as well, with Evans taking the lead of the race and the run up towards turn number 10. That's when the safety car... Oh, hang on a minute. They're now saying, has Evans passed under the safety car? That could be a very crucial little manoeuvre. Anyway, we're coming to the restart of the Berlin E-Prix here. Apologies for a few technical issues. Evans on the radio.
The lead of the race.
Yes, Buemi, more energy.
Bohemian's got more energy, and away we go for the 3rd time today. Evans leads ahead as well, down towards turn number 1. Now we get Bohemi 2nd, Gunther in 3rd, as we've got Jess back as well. And it's a lot of drama now as well to get this under pressure, because we've got a situation where we've got really Evans under investigation for overtaking under a safety car.
I think that's a slam dunk, not gonna lie. I think it's a slam dunk penalty. You're not allowed to overtake under safety car or yellow flag under that matter as well. So that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Do you know who's still yet to use all of their tap mode?
Evans, he's won. He hasn't. He's just taken it now in front of us. Looking.
Oh, there we go. That's good timing, isn't it?
That's perfect. Lottera's got 1. NATO's got 1 left. Everybody else has used it, according to my according to the driver tracker. That's what it's told us, anyway. As it goes through, as Bird makes a move on the inside of Mortara for 4th position.
So we've got Verline that hasn't used any.
Yeah.
Neither is Venestras, neither is Hughes, and he's pitting.
So, oh yeah, oh no, not again. Lotta is now in. So, Jess, to sync up with you, I've got Evans on 22, 21 and 20, and Gunther on the inside to take the lead of the race into turn 1. He's going to go for it. Bromley gives him room. Gunther leads, and here comes Evans sneaking through. Little contact, a little bit of another real whoop. Can they get back through? No, they can't, but we stay second. Are we in sync?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, that works. Okay, we'll stay like that.
Evans has now run out of attack mode.
So he's stuck.
Lottera's on 5, 4,
Yes.
3. Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Hey, we're in sync. Jess is watching on the YouTube as well on the stream. At the inside.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do that tomorrow. I'll watch it on YouTube.
But, okay, Bird stopped to the inside. Bird just literally nearly kamikaze into the side of Boemi. And now Dennis making his way back through. He's dealt with Mortara, and he's also dealt with alongside one ball with Dennis now, actually, looking ahead. So Dennis to 5th, Mortara down to 6th position. And there's all sorts of drama happening again. Turn 9, Mortara's on the inside of Bird. And Bird just saw him late in the last second, Jess.
That was quite close between the pair of them as well. Jay Dennis is going to get the toe as well. They got to be careful he doesn't make contact with anyone. Luckily, he was fine in that Andretti car at the moment. So they're going through the grid, getting towards turn number 1 now. I believe that was
Evans.
Evans on Boemi.
And now it's Bird. Now it's Bird round the outside. So Boemi's sinking like a stone again in these races. We saw it a couple of months back. As that's Fenestrauss and Costa going out wide as well. Fenestrauss passing Vern as well in the process. They're all getting out there in the midfield. Gunther leads. Evans, Bird, Boemi, Mortara in the top 5 in this ever crazy race. And Lotterer has been given a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision.
Yeah, so what was that incident then?
No idea where that came from. Because that must have... This first safety car, maybe?
Yeah, it must have been first safety car. Must have been.
NATO's taken 3 minutes there, Jess, so I don't think he's got any left. No, this is his last one. As into the braking zone again. That's Mortara trying to
inside.
Oh, he's got Bird. Can't get Evans, though. And where's Gunther? Hang on, that is Evans!
Evans take the lead!
I thought it was Mortara! The 2 Jaguars take 1-2! Well, I thought, well, what?
The timings are not updating!
No, they're not, and I thought that was Mortara passing Evans. There we go.
Now.
And look at Boemi coming into the inside, so, and he's going to take Mortara into turn 1. Mortara shuts the door. Boemi's fair enough on the inside line to be entitled to space, but it's an outside manoeuvre through 2 and 3. I don't think it's going to be that close enough. No, it's not. And it must have been Roland who made contact with Rast then, down at the hairpin earlier on in the race. And Van Dorn out too, remember. And here's Evans.
Let's watch Mitch Evans. I think it's turn 9, I believe, that they're fighting with.
Oh, hang on.
And we didn't get that much review, did we?
No, not much change. Evans on the radio.
It's Evans' radio.
We have to leave them behind. Plan A1. Let's work together. Let's go.
Jaguar have a plan. They want to make it into fruition. Boemi, on the other hand, wants maximum attack on Max Gunther, and he's done it up to 3rd position. So now, Jaguar 1, 2 in Vision 3. Maserati finally showing their pace this season, 4 and 5.
Yeah, don't forget Mortara starting near the back. Dennis only lost 1 place, but he's in 6th right now. Nato is using his attack mode. That is interesting. Down in 15th, he's going to try and get past Robin Frines. Apparently, Mortara has made 14 overtakes this race. That is a lot.
Dennis going for another, trying to go. Oh, and literally Mortara jumping out of the way for Dennis to get past into 5th position. So he just gave him a little bit too much room, and Dennis said, thank you very much. Look at that, yeah. Oh, there's debris into turn 3. That must be from the safety car. It's just a bit left there. So DaCosta's up 11. But
no, that was not there a lap ago.
Yeah, so someone who's had contact and dropped back down the field. They're going to
check timings.
Hang on, who's this up the inside? That is Vern passing Muller, and taking attack mode is Fenestrauss and Lotterer, both taking 3 minutes of action.
And here comes Jake Dennis to the right-hand side then. I believe that's from Gunther. Yes, it is. Turn 9 to the inside, and he does it. He's up to 4th.
So, now with the battle is on, the top 6 in this race have not used attack mode. Verline, with 10 laps to go, has 4 minutes left. Now, he's got
to use it.
He's got to. Maybe he's thinking added time. He's got to be, because otherwise he'll get a penalty and he will be disqualified for not using it. It's out of the lead, change at the front. Evans versus Bird. No, they've stayed together. Dennis.
Then the guys ahead. More energy than the guys ahead.
Dennis being... I hope you heard that, Jess, if it's working now. So more
energy than the guys ahead, I can. So,
fantastic.
By the way, the incident between Van Dorn and Tickton will be investigated after the race.
So that makes more sense. That'll probably be a grid penalty for one of them tomorrow to note down ready for qualifying. As Boemi's going for the second position on Bird at turn 6. It's going to be an easy job. And Boemi can sense a victory.
Attack mode.
Who's...
He's using 3 minutes now.
That's a good call, because then he gets 60 seconds later on in the race, so 3 now to use it. Fenestrazel's also taking... No, actually, it's a minute for Vern too. Up the inside, and that is the two... That's a Maserati with the other Maserati, so it's
Boemi's leading.
Oh, he's got through. We didn't even look at the front. I was too busy with the two Maseratis having heart palpitations. Dennis drops down to 7th. Gunther and Mortara go through. Right round the outside.
Dennis down to 7th.
Verline's coming into the mix now too, Jess, but Boemi leads. Boemi senses a win for the first time since season 3.
And the first time this season, potentially, that the person from Pot would get the win. That'll be one for the stats books.
Hasn't happened at all. We've had different winners. We mentioned that in qualifying. As Maserati gets forced wide, that's going to be, I believe, is that Mortara? Yeah, it is. Mortara getting forced out.
Dennis got past Mortara up to 6 for Dennis at the moment. Da Costa's still got 1 minute of attack mode to use. And Vern just used all of his attack mode now.
Jaguar got greedy with each other. Bird's now ahead of Evans as well, so the attack plan has not worked out. Now Dennis trying to look to the inside as well as Mortara, not going to work out. Verline is looking very hungry with the 2 minutes left in his attack mode. The German on German soil, the leader of the championship, wanting as many points as possible. He needs to do a couple of moves here into turn 9 and 10. Is he going to go for it? No, because Dennis is on the back of Mortara. He's got to start going for it, otherwise it's all going to be wasted.
Team radio for Dennis.
He's losing our race.
Yeah, we're losing our race. You are losing the race. And look how Bird, he's so close. Bird versus Boemi, it's season 1.
Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this throwback, even though I only started watching Formula E quite recently.
It's just like it as they come through. Dennis was under attack from Verline. It's turn 1. Now, well, that's Dennis passing Mortara. So they're all changing as quickly as you can get to it. Dennis passing. As for 6th position, Verline has not moved a single place with only 1 minute left. He's wasted this attack mode run with the pack racing the way it is. You don't need the attack mode, you just need a bit of free air.
Yeah, I think that's what he wants, but in Formula E, you don't get free air.
And is Boemi going defensive? Sam also senses a lead and a new history book record. Sebastian Boemi now leading 501 laps in this series. The first driver to reach that milestone in Formula E. He's also got the most leads, but it's not going to be 502. Bird takes the lead at turn 9. Bird leads in Berlin. And look at Evans. Go on, Jess.
Seems to me that turn number 9 seems to be the prime move to go for opportunities, the other way around, but now we got one of the Porsches going for it. That is Da Costa.
Yeah, Da Costa closing back up finally. He's in 4th position, so he's snuck up from nowhere. Da Costa started this race down in 19th position. It's all going wide as Dennis now under pressure from Gunther into the first braking zone. And I think, oh, Dennis is having a wiggle and Gunther goes through.
Yeah, Gunther's going for it, isn't he? And Dennis is not liking life at the moment. Muller is using his attack mode. He's in 11th. He's had a good race so far. Fenestra's still got 1 minute, so is Verline and Da Costa.
Yeah, for sure. Da Costa's got 1 left as well. He must do. Muller's out completely, so he's got 2 minutes left in the time. Going very, very, very defensive. Dennis comes in. Oh, he chops the front wing of Da Costa. Dennis is in the wall. He locked up, but that was a very late defensive move from Gunther.
Late on the brakes.
Wow.
Late on the brakes as well. That was costly.
And that is that broken the rear suspension? What's happened? The race is gone now.
What is that swerving under braking, man?
Yeah, there'll be a penalty for that. You can't swerve under braking, especially in these cars. That was an airplane accident. Da Costa's dropping
He's
back.
going in the pits.
Oh,
Someone's going in the pits.
That's Da Costa. Da Costa's out. He must have a broken front suspension. So Da Costa.
Well, that was his fault.
Yeah, started 19th. Will now go all the way down into 19th, the last position as well. He's out of the race. And Dennis
is still going? Oh, maybe he's not.
Oh, I don't like this, Jess. Is he going to stop on the track? Can he keep going? If that's a broken suspension, he should have pitted. Yellow flags now. If he stops on the circuit, could be another safety car. And I think the powertrain's gone. He's not getting battery power.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? That is a shame for Dennis. He was doing so well. Verline, by the way, is up to 5th.
Wow, started 15th. Da Costa's teammate, however, started 19th, was running 4th, is now out of the race, and
he's gutted.
Yeah, doing the Danny Ricciardo, swearing the F-bomb underneath.
No, Ocon and Verstappen, remember, in Brazil.
He's going to go giving a punch, isn't he, to someone. Bird leads, Buemi second, 8 to go of normal racing laps.
Yellow flag.
Where's Dennis, though? Dennis and Da Costa is under investigation. Causing a collision. Well, Da Costa with a penalty, but he's out of the race, and it was his own fault, as you said, Jess. Let's take a replay of it.
So, I think someone must have been late on the brakes.
What's Gunther? Oh, hang on a minute.
No, that's...
Yeah.
Dennis was late on the brakes there.
So maybe, Gunther closed across the track. I think that was right. I think it was defensive. There was no need for space. Da Costa's the innocent party here. He's going to get swapped. Oh, and he broke the front suspension. Oh.
That is a shame. That will be investigated, though.
Well, it'd be Dennis's penalty.
Yeah, it will be, because you can't move on the braking either.
Oh, and now Gunther and Dennis under investigation for contact. So Gunther is being investigated for blocking Dennis there. So all three of them under investigation for that little manoeuvre.
There's a lot of people under investigation in this race, isn't it? Are we going to get grid penalties after grid penalties?
I'll tell you what, I'm very much looking forward to the fact that we've got for the first time this season Jack Pickering trackside for us. He's going to give us a little bit of a lowdown going into tomorrow's qualifying of who's got a penalty and how. So I'll give him a text later. Who's that coming? Is that Dennis to retire? Dennis is in the pit lane, Jess, to retire.
No safety car, thank goodness.
Well, I couldn't handle any more at a time, to be fair. This is getting a bit tense at the moment as they come through. So Bird, Buemi, Evans, Gunther top 4. Verline is 5th. I don't know who's going to win this race because they're all still involved.
And Verline's still got a minute of attack mode to use. So I think that Verline has to get past them. You can't use attack mode and not pass them.
Track surface slippery, turns 5 and 6. So that's here. So there's debris somewhere on the track.
It's 5, 3 and 6. That's a weird order.
That is weird. So what's wrong with turn 3? That's the hairpin at the exit. So there must be something's dropping there. Frines passes Fenestraz, who takes another minute of attack mode. But Frines is up into 12th. Look at the energy. 25% for Bird, 25 for Buemi, and 25 for Evans, 24 Gunther, Bird 23, and that's Dennis out of the race sitting in the car. Don't think I'd like to speak to him after the race. Good luck, Jack, talking to him after, Jack Pickering, in the media pen, and I hope he's got a good dodge for any questions as well.
Buemi!
He's going for it!
Bird for the lead!
Can he? Oh, he's hungry now, isn't he? Just Buemi can sense. They both can sense their first win in a very long time, but longer for Buemi.
Yeah, Mitch Evans has got the toe as well, so he could go for it as well. But, yeah, both of them have driven amazing. And don't forget, they both dropped down the order earlier on. But everyone else had carnage. Those two kept out of trouble. Fenestraz out of attack mode then. But here comes Buemi. Is he going to sense the opportunity to go for the move here? Down the inside?
Ooh.
Nope, he doesn't. But he clips that apex very, very nicely in the Ambition car. And it's looking very good for Bird and Evans, actually, in terms of the constructors with both of their cars in the top 3. Oh, Buemi, no.
Oh, but Bird locks up a little bit coming into turn 9. Buemi's now 0.4 back. He's closing him in. Lap 35, about 10 lap 36. We've got to remember added laps will come into a fraction as well. So how much will this race get added on? We've lost Dennis, Da Costa, Hughes, Van Dorn and Ticktum in this race. As
it's
Buemi
for the lead into turn number 1. And the hairpin they go. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Buemi takes the lead from Sam Bird. Beautiful stuff.
Oh,
wow.
This is the old Buemi we've been waiting to see all season, making the switch to Envision away from Nissan. And he's now happy. Buemi leads. Yeah, Buemi has done it. He's leading the way. Look at that. Top 5 overtakes. Casti 16, Mortar 15, Gunther 13, the same as Lotta. Evans on 5, might be 6, as he's looking to the inside of Buemi. Bird who locks up as well.
One attack mode to take them.
So, nice job. Maximum focus on efficiency and minimum turn 7.
So this is turn 7. Don't use too much energy through there because it's a fast, flat-out part of the track because you have to save energy coming into the braking zone for turn 9. Bird, I don't think he's going to stay on the podium here, Jess. He's dropping back a lot now. He's low on energy, I think.
I think so as well. So he's got to save at the moment. His teammate's not that far behind. Remy's not having that one either. Muller in 10th. Muller in 10th. Degrassi's 11th.
Degrassi started this race 20th. Muller started this race in 17th. It's amazing how much they've closed up.
Oh, that 7's on Bird.
Yeah,
he
Evans.
almost got it.
Bird again making mistakes. He's not liking the front end grip into turn 1. Evans is right there to capitalise, to push hard. Through turn 4 we go. 5 is just after. Then there's the long straightaway for turn 6. And again, Buemi just trying to break the 2. 8 different leaders in this Formula E.
10.
Wow. A new record. 8 different race leaders. Yeah. Well, Tickton Bird, Van Dorn, Mortara, Dennis, Mortara.
Different.
Yeah.
Different race leaders. Okay, that explains it.
Lead changes, we've had about 11 now, I think. But 8 different leaders, yeah.
So 8, that is absolutely crazy right now.
New
but
record.
Don't forget, we'll have 1 or 2 extra laps at the end, so they got to save. They won't know how many added laps is added on until the final lap.
Well, race extended by 3. So it's a 3 laps. It's a 43-lap EPrix now. The race control message has just come up on the screen. There we go. Added laps is 3. Jess, you must be a wizard to keep getting these predictions right. So they've now got to really save the energy because I don't think anyone can make it to the end at this point. They've all been pushing too hard.
Yeah, and I think they realised surely they would have been told by their team that they've got to save now. But I think there was one race where a lot of people ran out of energy on the line. Was that Valencia?
Valencia, yep, season 7.
Season 8?
Season 8?
No, season 7.
Oh, was it 7? No, it was one of the 2.
It's either 7 or 8. I can't remember which one it was.
I can't either. I've been doing it too long now as they come through. So Buemi now senses his first win in a very, very long time. I want to get the stat sheet up on my laptop to have a look, but I'm scared it's going to be a move from Birds.
Oh, Jesus, that's Mitch Evans closing up to the back of Sam Bird. My, oh, my.
Gunther's closing in too.
6th, 7th and 9th in the standings are your top 3 right now. Evans Team Radio.
Something like that.
What's the situation? Can I attack or not?
Oh, Evans, do you want me to push? Do you want me to attack? Well,
and the answer to that is yes.
Yeah. Go, and look, Buemi is so slow. Bird was going to capitalise on that. And look who's joined the party. Max Gunther, looking for Maserati's first ever win in their first season. Let's have Evans.
Wait.
This makes them aware. I'm feeling good.
Sam knows.
Lotterer is 5th.
Where did Lotterer get from? That's insane. Lotterer, 13th to 5th. Nice. Oh, look at this. So Bird is going to go around the outside into turn 6. Buemi sees it coming. Evans is coming through as well. Bird gets the cutback. They nearly lose the wing. Buemi has to shut the door. He's lifting through 7. Bird would have been aware of that. We heard on the radio, so the team will too. Evans closing in for a manoeuvre 2. Buemi goes defensive.
Double overtake.
Round the outside. Bird not going to make it difficult like in Cape Town a few weeks ago. And through goes Mitch Evans into 2nd position. And now he's fighting Buemi. Bird round the outside into turn 10. Gunther's joined the party too. 4 laps to go, remember. And we have a 4-way scrap.
Has Verline used Orbi's attack mode, Jack?
I think he has. The Bird goes. Bird's going to go.
And Evans.
Evans round the outside. Bird takes the lead. Buemi got caught napping. Evans can't do anything about it. James Barkley. Wow, look at him.
I thought he dropped positions. I was like, what? But it's just the timing messing up.
Absolutely insane. His last win came with Sebastian Buemi back in season 5 as well. He won the race, of course, back then in New York City Race 1. And now it's slipping away from him again. Evans on course to win again. Bird wants another win for the first time since season 7. He hasn't won since. Back then.
Verline attack mode.
There you go, Jess. You said he hasn't used that last minute. He's lost 2 positions up to Mortara and Vern. Is he too far back though? With 3 to go, he's got 60 seconds to make up those places. I think that's a wasted attack.
Yeah, I think it's a wasted attack as well. He should have used it a lot earlier. Cassidy's up to 6th place as well. He's benefited from the carnage. So I wonder if he can climb his way up. 36 seconds already. Cassidy's made the most overtakes so far, 19. and that's in the space of a few laps. So, added laps 3 again.
We're into it now. We're into
it now. Okay, so on lap 41 of 43, Evans leads, Remy second, Sam Bird fourth, Gunther fourth, Andre Lotz for fifth, Nick Cassidy in sixth, Mortara seventh. You can see that some of the barrier is damaged.
Yeah, and Vern's passed Mortara, and Verline hasn't managed to get through. So he's lost 2 positions, but he had to use an attack mode or risk being penalised by the stewards. So now...
He'll get disqualified.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he'll get disqualified. That happened to him back in season 8 in Puebla, in Mexico. Wrong tyres as well, and then an incorrect use of attack mode. It was a double whammy for the team back then of Porsche. They were denied their first win, got it back the following year in Mexico City as well. I think that was actually season 7, not season 8, last year in Puebla. So as we go back through, fastest lap of the race goes to Jake Dennis. So his car
He's back in this race.
So it must have been a bit of an energy issue. Gunther, however, can smell a podium from Maserati. I think the wind's a bit too far out of it. 2 to go. They've just about got enough energy, Jess. They've timed this perfectly.
Yeah, did they get told off if they don't use all their energy?
Yes. No, yes and no. You can save as much as you like. It's more about if you use it and then go over the maximum allottage.
Oh, right. So if you put too much battery in, for example.
Yeah, so if you hit 0%, you're disqualified. Unless you're really coasting. 4% from them all. Usually in Formula E races this year, we've hit 0 before the line. They've had to coast it as well. Last time out, of course, in Sao Paulo, it was a grandstand finish between Evans, Bird, and Vern. It's happening again as Bird's on the inside. Jaguar have really come into the road now. They've got the car fixed from the lows of Mexico as well with the drive shaft issues. Mark Preston, the former Techeetah team principal, was joining us on the commentary for that one. He said as well, it was unacceptable for the drive shaft to be causing them issues, but now it's not.
Bird.
Slightly more energy than set.
Attack, attack, attack! They want a 1-2, they want a 1-2! Bird's going for it! Final lap of the race here! Evans is on for a win!
Contact.
Oh, they just avoid it! This is insane from Bird and Buemi.
Look at that lead that Evans is pulling at the moment.
It's 1.799, it's 1.8 seconds, Jess. How has he done that?
He is a machine. He is a machine. I think, did he win the last race?
Evans, yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Bird's going for it! Buemi's had to back out of it due to the energy. Bird goes into second. Buemi gets the comeback. You can hear the music coming. Buemi has to brake, lift and coast. Evans is on 0.8, 0.6. Has he got enough to get to the line? This is what we were talking about. How much regen is regen? Buemi going defensive against Gunther.
Around the outside. This is going to be quite tough.
He's locked in. Can Evans make it to the line though? That's the question. 0.3 for Bird.
Oh my goodness, 1 move for Gunther.
Bird's had to brake.
Buemi's got damage.
And Mitch Evans crosses the line and wins. Bird's hit 0. He's coasting. Does he get there? Yes, he does. Photo finish at the line as Gunther takes third. Buemi fourth. It's Mitch Evans who wins in Berlin. Race 1.
Look at the gap.
A Jaguar 1-2 for the first time this season. Maserati get their first ever podium in Formula E. Buemi fourth, Cassidy fifth. Contact to the last corner. Bird having to lift and coast, but it's Evans on top.
But it was all about the Jaguar guys here. 1-2.
Jaguar back.
They're happy, aren't they? Can't even hear the radio. Jaguar from misery at the start of the year. Well and truly back as we hit Europe. The championship fight is back on with half the season to go. What a race, Jess.
Well, we got a few people in the chat saying it was a good race. Simple is saying what an incredible race. And we got another person in the chat that's saying, Jaguar, I love you.
George L as well. Fazio, thank you very much for that as well. I think everyone loves Jaguar after that one. Yellow flag at turn 10. So who's stopped there? Who's at turn 10? No one as far as I know. Mitch Evans, though, wins in Berlin. Race
I'm trying to
number
get the
1.
track map, but it won't let me.
I'm just seeing yellow at turn 10.1, but no one's stopped there. I'm having a look and no one's there. Simple says that was bizarre. Loads of party gifts coming through as well on the super chat. Now that we've been monetized, we get access to loads more.
Lovely.
And I think...
Not jealous at all.
We'll get... Jess, tag your game on the chat. Send everybody there. And
I mainly post YouTube videos, but youtube.com/JessGames95. Please give it a sub, okay? Thank you.
I think you can actually find Jess at the bottom of the JB Motorsports YouTube page under featured channels. You can find Jess there as well.
Yes. I know a lot of you may have been subbed already, so that might have been, but yeah. If you just haven't, go and do it. I think we could do this all again tomorrow, shall we?
I think we shall. Let's do it. That'll be fun. Let's hope the TV pictures don't die in the middle of an accident like they have done today. Still
I'm going to use YouTube tomorrow because it's work today in both quali and the race.
Yeah, I think I'll switch to YouTube as well. That's why I got a yellow flag, Jess. Look, they've stopped people going to the grid. Let's hear from Karoon in the pits with James Barkley.
3 lead changes, a Formula E record in that race, but your guys came out of the end.
43!
Yeah, I mean, that's an emotional moment, to be honest.
That can't be right.
Something we really pushed for, so I'm so proud of everyone. It's, just a huge team effort, and
we got 22 on my sheet.
I mean, at one point, look, there's 40 overtakes already, and it was not even a third of the way through the race, So, yeah, honestly, it really felt like it could go either way, early stages, but yeah, we kept our heads cool. Drivers just executed the race brilliantly with their engineering team. So, honestly, hugely proud of everyone. This is a really deserved result, and glad we finally got that first one too.
Talk to me about the calls from the pits, because nobody wanted to lead that race. It was pretty clear that there was lots of gamesmanship going on there. But at what point did you say to Mitch to go? Because Sam was in the lead for a period of time. But clearly, did Mitch make a decision to go, or did you guys make that call?
No, clearly working together as a team and working out the best time to go. It was very difficult to kind of time it just right as well. So we're just waiting for what we felt the right moment. We could tell Mitch was actually in a really strong position. He felt positive, as did Sam. But at one point we just knew Mitch, and we could sense he was slightly up on energy because he'd been sat in third for a while. And yeah, when the timing was right, we thought, let's try and see if we can make that break now. And it worked. It was, but what a race! I mean, strategically, that was incredibly close to success or being off the podium.
All right, listen, I'll let you get to the podium. Well done. Cheers.
I think we might need a sedative after that race as well. There's James Barkley. If you're watching along with us on YouTube or wherever you are, synced up our pictures, and many of you do. Or if you're listening on USM Radio as well, if we're being broadcast there as well. What a race. Oh, and Channel 4 have gone for their ad break. Although that race, Jess, took about 59 minutes to complete, so just under the hour. I think these races are better than the 45 minutes plus one lap we were stuck to for so many seasons.
Yeah, well, I think so as well, and I like the added extra laps as well that they've added on, because at least you're guaranteed to get some racing for the full 40 laps instead of obviously the safety car that goes on as well. But yeah, I loved this race. I loved Berlin for a reason. I watched Berlin for a reason last year. Shame we're not going to do the reverse layout, because I think it would have been more fun. But I think there's plenty of drivers that will need to step it up for tomorrow. But at least it gets to do it all again. A few teams are probably going to stay. I think it's going to need to recover from tonight. And first Jaguar 1-2 finish, Josh, in Formula E history.
Oh, brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant, wow. So they are truly back. We've been waiting for them all season. Jess, I think you were watching the Mexico E-Prix when Mark Preston was on the commentary team, the teacher team principal. He was saying as well, when Sam retired with the drive shaft issue, how unacceptable it was, because that sort of thing shouldn't fail. Jaguar were all over the place that weekend, and they took a long time to recover. Evans got there first to recover, but Bird has taken his time, and now they're well and truly back. Is it too late for the title? I don't think it is. Only halfway through, and we saw Verline struggle. He was 6th but qualified 15th, so it's still loads to do.
I don't think it's over for Jaguar. I think it's just beginning.
Oh, that's going to be fun if it's a late championship challenge. I'm going to enjoy that a lot as well. We'll have to get you back on for London as well, Jess, if you're... Oh, are you in London? I don't know where you are in London, actually.
I haven't decided if I'm going to go to the London E-Prix in real life yet, but... money is the deciding factor at the moment.
Ditto. Yeah, that's with me with Portland at the moment as well. It's a lot of money, and I've got the money, but they won't let me have the money. That's always the thing, isn't it?
Look at the two Jaguar drivers.
They are well and truly embracing. Oh, that's nice to see. And considering that, of course, Bird hit Evans out in, where were we? Hyderabad? It's nice to see them. Yeah, it's nice to see them having fun here. A few races later.
Oh, there's a director there. Oh, he's got.
Probably. Oh, Gunther and Bohemi incident. No further action. So that's just popped up on the monitor.
Oh, that was their final lap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Before the final corner.
Just looking through here, we've got a couple who's coming through here. So we've got Frines speeding to the dummy grid will be investigated after the race. We still don't know what that's about. Looking through as well. Gunther.
So will Van Dorn and Tictum as well. Lost for a 5-second time penalty. So that's why he's dropped down to 8. Dennis and Da Costa under investigation caused a collision. So was Gunther and Dennis as well.
No further action for Gunther and Dennis, interesting enough, though, Jess. So the stewards deemed that legal.
And Gunther and Bromy under investigation, and it was no further action. I believe those were the only investigations. I might be wrong.
I think you're right. That's the only thing that's popped up on our monitor. So the only thing we've got to wait to hear about is the Gunther. Oh, that's already no investigation. So we've got to wait for Robin Frines post-race speeding under the dummy grid. And there was another one, wasn't there? That was investigation after the race.
How could you speed under the dummy grid?
I have no idea how he's managed to do that. That was at 4:06. That was 3 minutes into the race. He got called on that.
I could give you the up-to-date championship standings, by the way.
Oh, if you've got him, go for it.
Verline's on 94 points. Nick Cassidy on 71. He's in second. John Ether's in third. Mitch Evans in fourth after that, when Jake Dennis has dropped down to fifth. On 62. That's your top 5. Sam Bird's in P6. Da Costa P7. Hold on. I'm just going behind on TV pictures just so I can see. Bremy, after that 4th place, got 8th. Should have been the win. Not gonna lie. But I told you I'm not good at race predictions. Van Dorn was my pick a winner and he got binned.
That was not your fault. That was that. I think. Oh, that's what we're waiting for post-race, isn't it? That one, Tictum versus Van Dorn post-race incident. So there's 2.
That as well. Now that's going to be a penalty for. I don't know. I
think it'll be Tictum, really.
Yeah, it'll be Tictum. Yeah.
That was my pick a winner. Well, it wasn't my pick a winner. Oh, well, it could have been actually. But
it was your close pick a winner.
Did I say Evans was going to win this race?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask Joe Samiego, who runs the Grid Network. Did I say Evans would win race 1? If I had, that's a.
Hold on, let me check Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. What did I say?
Grid rankings. I can't remember what it's called.
At grid_ranking. Just type in Grid Network on Twitter. That gets it.
Okay.
They've actually made an error because they've told the drivers to come back to the pit lane, but the top 3 should have gone to the grid because the podium is on the other side of the track where the fans are. So now we're having to walk across instead of just hop across.
Where is
So I spoke to Mitch. I feel really bad.
Apparently,
I'm just trying to find your pick a winner, but I can't find it.
It must. I'll tell you what. When we have the podium and the interviews, I will double check who I said on the show on
the show.
Yeah.
Right.
It usually is put on Twitter as well. So.
Yeah, but I can't see yours.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I shall double check then in just a second. Let's go down to Karun.
3 lead changes in that race. But let's take a look at the winning move here. This was Mitch Evans on lap 39. He was sitting in 3rd place behind his teammate Sam Bird and Sebastian Buemi up ahead. And we can see initially both Sebastian and Sam go to the inside. And Mitch sees the gap open up. If we actually wind it back here, you can see, I reckon, basically, Sebastian's gone to defend rightly against Sam, and at that point the gap's opened up around the outside. Mitch has carried the momentum on the clean side of the circuit. He's found the grip and he's carried that momentum around the outside of his teammate there. Sam obviously gives him good respect, good racing room there between the 2 teammates, and Mitch up into 2nd place. He gets the toe. Sebastian slightly defends the inside line there, which compromises his run coming onto the main straight. Mitch then in the toe, heading down start-finish straight. Now at this point, we're starting the final lap, of course. Sebastian goes for the inside line, but as the pit wall, basically there, you can see the pit wall ends at that point, and then Mitch cuts across to the inside, sees the gap, and then just squeezes through. Very fair driving from both drivers there. Manages to get the car stopped and get it into the apex. So that was the winning move. A lap later, Sam Bird sealed the 1-2 for the Jaguar team. Heading down there, Sebastian had to back off quite early, I think, to recover energy. And in the end, it was quite a straightforward move for Sam. Went a little bit deep, and at that point, I thought it was a bit touch and go. But he managed to carry enough momentum up to the next left-hander and seal a 1-2 for Jaguar.
So getting ready for the podium now as well. Jess just sent the image of Van Dorn's accident as well on Twitter to me as well. I've seen it, Jess. That was quite clearly Tictum, I believe.
No, I've sent it because there was a fat in there. This is Van Dorn's first DNF since New York in 2021.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, you're right. Oh, my word.
That's why I sent it.
Oh, I see. And also, I got it. I did not get my pick a winner. I picked Pascal Wehrlein to win.
Oh.
Although,
that wasn't a bad shout.
Well, Matt White picked Jake Dennis. So, yeah. Oh, and Channel 4 go to an advert right before the podium. Although I haven't signed off. That's weird.
What about YouTube? YouTube are still showing the podium.
Fantastic. Well, we shall get that up as well. Jaguar and Maserati teams under investigation, not following a podium procedure. And that's what I said to you, Jess, about the fact that they should have stopped on the grid. They didn't. They've gone to the pit lane, and that's why everything's delayed. So Jaguar and Maserati teams under investigation for not following podium procedure.
Is that a fine?
I think it'll be a fine. I don't think it'll be a dock the race or anything like that.
Yeah, if it is stocking the podium, then that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Unless the fact that they haven't been weighed in the correct area, and maybe they haven't been weighed yet, and the drivers have been drinking and things. If that is it, then they could be thrown out because they can't get an accurate reading on their weight.
Yeah, I understand that, but
I hope they
again,
don't.
That's still a bit. I hope they don't.
Oh, well, that's going to be another thing that we've got to keep up. Well, we are back tomorrow. Practice 3 tomorrow morning is at 7:05 British Summer Time.
I'll be asleep.
Don't worry, Jeff. I will be live for that because you can't do a highlight show that quickly and get it out before the main race as well. So I think we'll be live for that, but it'll be classed as a highlight show. And then we'll be live for qualifying. That's at 9:30. Race is live 1:30 as well, and we'll have all the analysis as well from Jess once again. Also, Jack Pickering, who is trackside, who's going to be running around for us tonight and for Formula E Zone as well, getting all the information. And hopefully I'll be doing the same for them if I actually do get to Portland as well, if the money does come in, which is always a nice thing, isn't it? Although now that we're monetized, we just need to keep doing streams. £8 we got the other day for doing the IndyCar. £8.
Wow.
8.5 hours, so that's not too bad as well. So let's hope, Jess, that was only with a few thousand viewers. We get thousands for the Formula 1s and MotoGPs and that like we do.
Imagine what it's going to be like when I'm with you in Baku.
Oh, I really hope.
Next week.
There's going to be so many people ready to be back for Formula 1. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, actually, Jess, as well, having you in Baku. No Josh, no Megan. Megan's 18th birthday, of course, so that's why she's out. Josh is at another racing event, so myself and Jess will be calling the action. I don't know who else is around.
I'll need to get work sorted that day because it's the sprint, I believe. So qualifying's on a Friday.
Yep, qualifying
I need
Friday.
to get that sorted to see if I can miss work to do this, but hopefully I can.
Qualifying on the Friday, sprint on the Saturday, race on Sunday. Megan missing the first sprint of the year, but yeah. And of course, well, actually, Jess, it's actually quite a lot, isn't it? Because if it's the new format, we get practice 1 on Friday morning, then we get qualifying Friday afternoon. Saturday, we get sprint qualifying in the morning, sprint race, and then we get a race Sunday. So
I'm going to be busy that weekend, not going to lie.
Didn't think of that, actually, as well, for the main commentary.
No, I didn't think of that. I'll need to double check if I can miss work for an hour to do free practice 1.
Oh, you don't have to worry about practice 1. If you want to take the Sky approach and be the Martin Brundle, where you only come in for the main sessions, you can do that, and I'll get somebody else on.
I'll come in for qualifying because I think that's at 2, I think.
So,
and I finish work early on Friday, so yeah, I'll come in for quali, why not? Anyway,
I'll get Rich. Oh, I think Josh is actually around for practice 1 on Friday, and I will get Omi in.
Get in for FP1.
Yeah, Josh and Omi, I think, because I think Omi wants to have a go at Josh for something, so I think that's scheduled in.
Oh, they're good friends as well now, aren't they?
Really strange that happened, but yeah, they really are. I love that. Hang on a minute. When was Oliver Askew? He was there this weekend? That's the first time I've seen him. We've been commentating all day. That's the first time I've seen Oliver Askew is at the track.
Wow.
Podium time as Max Gunther goes on. This is a different feed I'm watching now because I'm watching. Oh no, here we go. Podium time then. We're going to go. Literally, we'll sign off here and then we'll go straight probably over to British Touring Cars. It's a busy, busy day. Myself and Josh will be commentating on that one as well ahead of the opener. Different qualifying for touring cars for 5 events this year. Well, I have the usual half an hour, then a 10-minute shootout for the results.
Oh.
So it's going to be a
It's
long
the podium then. That is Gunther, who finished 3rd.
First podium for Maserati in their Formula E career after a difficult start to the year. Sam Bird does not look happy, does he? I can't tell.
No, he thought he should have won that race.
Mitch Evans giving a tap on the back. Handshake between the two. And now the diplomatic Sam Bird comes on. We all know oh, no camera.
Gunther's happy, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if Sam's happy or not. It's a very mixed attitude.
I realised I'm behind. I was wondering why you were seeing it before me. I'm behind. Hold on, let me do the ×2 technique.
He's giving high fives, but I don't know about Sam there. Podium this year, by the way, has been relocated. It's now inside the Tempelhof airport itself for the first time. Oh, careful, Sam. Falling over the top. Of course, this is Sam Bird's, I think, 4th podium in Berlin. No, as well. He's quite an expert at this circuit.
He's quite an expert at a lot of circuits, actually.
Of course, he's a Mercedes engineer, of course, apparently. I
didn't know that.
Apparently worked on the power units as well, because apparently a former Mercedes engineer was leaking documents on an unknown podcast.
We got Mitch Evans, who's coming onto the podium to go on the top step.
Yeah, you can definitely tell who the Drive to Survive fans are, who was trying to make a thing of that on Twitter. Sam Bird, former racing driver, former Mercedes test driver, was quoted as some former Mercedes engineer on an unknown podcast. The BBC World Service commentary team of Jack Nicholls and Sam Bird during Bahrain. So honestly, you can tell who the Drive to Survive fans are from that aspect of who do not know
who do not know what Formula E is.
Yes, basically, yeah, exactly, yeah. Onto the podium then for Mitch Evans. And the cheers all around the circuit for P1. And now we are going to hear, in his honour, a national anthem of New Zealand to take it through. Here it is. It's his 3rd career win in Formula E, and it's his 3rd podium as well. So every time Mitch Evans has won a race, Evans has been on the podium. Is that right? Wins 2? That can't be correct.
Hold on, let me check how many wins he's got.
The British national anthem for Jaguar. Eight. So this is 9.
No, he's got 8 wins.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. I know why I've made that mistake. I'll let you know in a second. 2nd win of the year. Yeah, I know why I made that mistake. I'm looking season 22-23 stats, wins 2. This is Mitch Evans' 2nd win of the year. and his second podium. And in terms of wins, it's his 9th career win, his 21st podium in Formula E as well. So that's the mistake I was making there as well. Jess, as soon as
every time he goes on to win the first round of the doubleheader, he wins the next one usually.
Yeah, happened in London, happened in Rome last year as well. So he should win tomorrow, which I think is going to be a cracking race if today is anything to go by.
Winner?
Yeah, I think Mitch Evans is my pick a winner for tomorrow. It has to be. Although, can we discount Sam Bird or Sebastian Buemi, the top 3?
No.
Well,
no.
Gunther only got there because he hit Buemi at the last corner.
And no further investigation.
That's true, so he got away with it. It's going to be very interesting. I hope they don't spread the champagne because the amount of people in that one little area is not exactly great. It's in the hangar of Tempelhof there. Comically enough, I got told earlier on by jumping in that where they are is actually where immigration control used to be. Quite find that funny. Gunther with a podium.
Gunther looks happy.
Oh, he's buzzing. He knows how much that's going to mean to Maserati after their horrible start to the year. That's a good story.
Is that his first podium, or has he got more
podiums?
podiums?
No, that's not his first podium. He's had a couple of wins, I think, Gunther as well. So that's his.
Right.
That's
so it's the first
of the year.
Team. Okay.
Yeah, first podium of the year as well for the team. Sam Bird cheered up a bit now. Puts the trophy up, smiles. It's a second and a team 1-2. Tomorrow you can go one better. Constant handshakes between him and Mitch, though. It's getting quite alarming. It's like they're trying to prove something is not wrong between them. Mitch Evans then gets screamed out, gets the gold trophy, and wins in Berlin. Second win of the season. Becomes our second driver to repeat that, of course, after Jean-Eric Verne. And now the Moet Champagne presented by our super fan of Formula E.
One of our super fans. There's a lot of super fans.
And now, as ever, it's champagne time! A Magnum in the heats of Berlin. Bit of a cool down shower now. Beach balls and party atmosphere, and the streamers go off. Race 7 of the year has been exciting. They're all just drowning everybody.
Soaked.
James Barkley's the tallest man in the entire room. He's going to get drenched more than anybody else. Jess, it's been a great race. Tomorrow I think it's going to be even better. What are you expecting going into round 8 of the season, the exact halfway stage of the year?
Exciting, not gonna lie. That's my one word. I'm excited for tomorrow, and I'm glad you got me on for this one because the race went so quick.
It was an hour. It was unbelievable, and it was just so fast.
It felt like half an hour.
The amount of action that we were having to jump around as well was unbelievable. Completely fantastic. Any closing thoughts, Jess?
Well, I think Bird will definitely want to go one up on his teammate as well. And I know Van Dorn and Tictum will be having redemption thoughts, I think, going into this. And they've got some cars to prepare ready for tomorrow. So we'll see what the penalties go for, like, into tomorrow. But hopefully our pit lane report will tell us more once we go live in qualifying tomorrow.
I'll stay on that. Yeah, hopefully so as well. Oh, Jess, the internet's gone off just as we go there. So hopefully it comes back. But Jess might be watching the YouTube as well, which is good. Oh, there we go. Hello, Jess. I'm back. Can you hear me? Hello. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that went off again. So it must be that causing a bit of problems. Okay, thank you, Jess, for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow for race 2. In around about 5 minutes' time, you can join myself and Josh Turner for coverage of the British Touring Car Championship qualifying. That gets underway at Donington Park as well. It's going to be another hour. And then immediately after, still going on right now, is the ETCC Championship. 8 hours of Abu Dhabi. ERC. Well, Electric Touring Car Championship. Yeah, I knew I'd do something like that. ERC. Thank you, Jess. That's underway then as well. 8 hours of Abu Dhabi is go. I think Richie's on that at the moment as well on his turn, which is great to see. Okay, my thanks to you, Jess. My thanks to all of you at home. It's been another amazing Formula E race as well. again, race after race, we're being treated to new records being broken and new exciting formings of the championship battles. What will tomorrow bring? Same layout, same conditions, but a completely different attitude will await us. We'll see you tomorrow. From us all here, bye-bye.